are prone to seeing great summer movies, you can always go 47 meters down. A simple premise almost executed to perfection. So bring a date on this one, fellas, you won't find rejection. How can you lose? She'll leap right out of her seat because this movie is scary, make you cry like a baby. 47 meters down, down, sharks will be waiting for you. Matthew Modine looks 32. How in the hell does he do it? 47 Meters Down, originally about to be released as a film called In the Deep on DVD last year. The Shallows came out, did well, pretty good movie, made a good amount of money. Dimension Films hopped on this, bought this movie, gave it back its working title, 47 Meters Down, and released it into theaters for us. And I think that they absolutely made the right decision. So I wanted to start off by saying I absolutely loved this movie. This is the most tense I've felt in a theater. I mean, my back hurts right now from being in this position for as long as I was for this movie. So this movie stars Mandy Moore, Claire Holt, and Matthew Modine. Mandy Moore and Claire Holt are sisters. They go on a trip to Mexico. They decide that because Mandy Moore needs to be a bit more adventurous with her life and not so boring as she thinks that she is, that they need to do something a little crazy. They need to get some really cool pictures while they're down there. So why not go on a completely illegal shark cage trip? So that's just what they do. They get on a boat, they ride out into the ocean, they hop in a shark cage, they want to see some great white sharks. So obviously from the title and the fact that we have to have a movie here, you're going to have something like the chain breaks, they fall all the way to the seafloor, 47 meters down. And what ensues is an extremely well-shot, extremely tension-filled. I mean, this movie had more tension than It Comes at Night. There are some brilliant uses of POV shots in this as well. And, you know, I have to assume that the sharks are CG, but, you know, they don't look it. They did such a good job of creating the effects in this film that, you know, it's seamless. Everything that is happening under the water, it seems like you're down there. It doesn't, you know, you don't get any kind of like a tank shot or anything like that. I mean, everything just absolutely feels real. And once again, I was clenched throughout this entire movie. So, I mean, even the parts leading up to it, because you know what's going to happen. You know, you're watching the first 20 minutes of this movie, and your characters are being set up, and you're seeing their motivations, why they do something like this. And, you know, you can see what's going to happen while watching a movie like this. So the entire scene on the boat is about a 7 or 8 minute scene of them riding out to where they need to be. You're filled with tension this entire time, and I think a good thing they did in this movie is that scene, there's no music, there's no score, there's nothing happening. You can hear everyone's breath, you can hear how nervous everyone is, you can hear the boat shaking and cracking and little crinkle noises, you can hear the water lapping up against the side of the boat. I mean, it puts you in the mindset of, are they really going to go through this? Would you really go through with this? As far as the performances go in this movie, I think the actors played their parts exactly as they needed to be played. I was scared for Mandy Moore, I was scared for Claire Holt. You know, you don't know what's going to happen, they don't know what's going to happen. It just, I can't talk enough about how tense-filled this movie is because, you know, you can't really see what's happening, but you know that there's something out there. So they do a good job of creating that situation where you're going to be dragged in by this, and then you truly are. So what I really liked about this movie is the way that the characters are developed, much more than your typical horror monster story. So we get our initial setup in the first 15 or 20 minutes, and then the girls actually have to take turns, you know, leaving the cage, trying to figure out a way to get back to the surface. When the movie pauses for moments, it does a very good job of letting these girls talk to each other and really give you a reason to care about their survival, obviously, as much as they do. And the other thing I like about this is the way that this film ends. Not going to spoil anything because I think this is a total recommend. Go see this movie. See this in a theater. You're going to be scared the entire time. I mean, there's really not a moment in this film where there isn't any tension. And as soon as you believe that the tension's about to taper off, you know, they ramp you up to the next level. And as far as the ending goes, I think it's one of those, if you're in, you've bought into this entire premise, you've bought into everything that you're talking about, you've listened to the words that are being said by the characters, you'll either be 100% in at the end or you'll be 100% out. And I can't really think of a reason, other than nitpicking, why you wouldn't want to be 100% in at the end of this movie. So once again, I gotta give it great direction, great use of effects, very good acting, tense scene. I mean, this movie is exactly what it purports to be, and I think it is almost executed flawlessly, and absolutely recommend this movie. Please go see it. Better than The Shallows, and we'll say it right now. So hey everybody, thank you for watching my 47 meters down review. I hope you enjoyed that, and my new tune at the beginning of that one too. And the tune shall continue. So if you like everything you're seeing here, please subscribe to me here, watch the other videos that I'm putting in this easy-to-use end screen template, and I really appreciate it. Take care.